All right, let's get right into it. You see these huge headlines all the time, right? Companies raising insane amounts of money, and it feels like it's all happening in some other universe. But what if I told you that universe is a lot closer than you think? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how it all works.
I mean, look at this. Have you ever seen a headline like this one? A company raises 10,000 crore rupees in one day. That number is it's mind-boggling. It almost doesn't feel real, and it makes you wonder,
Exactly. Where on earth does a company get that kind of cash? Is it a handful of billionaires? Giant faceless banks? Nope. The answer is actually a lot simpler, and honestly, a lot more surprising.
that's right, that money, it comes from ordinary people. People just like you, just like me. And the process that makes it all possible, well, that's what we are going to break down step by step right now.
This massive financial event has a name, the IPO. You've probably heard that term a million times, but today we're going to unpack what it really is, how it works, and most importantly, what it all means for you.
So, what is an IPO? Well, it stands for Initial Public Offering, and it's basically a company's big debut. It's the moment a private company decides to sell off tiny little pieces of itself, we call those shares, to absolutely anyone who wants to buy them. It's a huge deal.
To really get why an IPO is such a game changer, you have to understand this massive transformation. It's like the company has two totally different lives, life before the IPO and life after. Okay, so check this out. Before an IPO, a company is private. Think of it like a very exclusive club. Only a few people are members. The founders, maybe some family, a few early investors. But after the IPO, the company becomes public. The doors swing wide open. Now anybody, and I mean anybody, can own a piece of that company by buying its shares on the stock market. So you have to be asking, why would they do this? Why would a company give up that exclusivity and open its doors to the whole world? Well, the reasons are pretty compelling, and they all revolve around one powerful idea: growth. There are really four big reasons. First, and this is the obvious one, to raise a ton of money without going into debt. Second, they use that cash to expand in a big way. We're talking new factories, new products, going global. Third, it's a huge payday for the early investors who took a big risk on the company when it was just an idea. And finally, going public just puts you on the map. It gives a company instant credibility and makes its brand a household name.
Now, this whole thing doesn't just happen overnight. An IPO is a long, complicated, and super carefully planned journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's walk through the 5 main steps.
It all kicks off with intense prep work, getting all the financial books in perfect shape. Then they have to file mountains of paperwork with regulators, like SEBI here in India, to get the green light. After that comes the roadshow, where the top execs fly around the world pitching their company to huge investors. Based on how much interest they get, they finally set a price for the shares. And then, it's the big day. The company lists on the stock exchange, the opening bell rings, and the shares start trading for everyone. But hey, the story doesn't end there. Not at all. In fact, for most people who invest, this is where the real roller coaster begins. The buzz around a big IPO can be electric, but what happens next? Well, it can be a wild ride. The second those shares are on the open market, their price is completely up to supply and demand. That can mean the price shoots up on day one. That's called a listing pop. But it can also mean the price falls off a cliff. The first few days and weeks can be incredibly unpredictable. And this brings us to the single most important thing to remember. An IPO does not equal guaranteed profit. Just think about some of the big ones we've seen. Some, like Zomato, had an amazing debut. But others, like Paytm, had all the hype in the world, and then their stock price fell hard after listing. It's proof that there's just no such thing as a sure thing here. So with all this risk, how should you even think about IPOs? Well, the key is to change your mindset. You're not buying a lottery ticket here. You are making an investment in a business. Seriously, thinking about an IPO as a quick gamble is just a recipe for disaster. The smart way to approach it is to treat it like any other serious investment. It takes research, a level head, and a bit of patience. So before you even think about putting your money in, here's a quick checklist. 1. Do you actually understand what this company does? Like, how does it make money? 2. Have you looked at its financials? Is it profitable? Is it growing? And 3, and this is crucial, are you investing based on solid facts? Or are you just getting swept up in all the media hype? Smart investors do their homework. So, what about you?
The world of IPOs is a really fascinating one, and we'd love to hear about your own experiences. Have you ever invested in an IPO? How did it go? Let us know down in the comments.
Okay, so now you know how a company goes public. The next big question is, how do you pick the right ones? Well, that is exactly what we are breaking down in our very next explainer, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. We'll see you then.